Alrighty guys, we're going to go over Firestarter 12. So, with Firestarter 12, if I know that this is the area right here, and I know that this is a side length, to find this missing length, I just have to use division. So that's why the synthetic division hints right there. So I'm going to make a synthetic division box. I'm going to put 1, -4, -5, -42. Alright. Outside the box, I'm dividing, so basically I'm taking x cubed minus 4x squared minus 5x minus 42 all divided by x minus 6. So I make my synthetic division box, done. I put my coefficients inside the box, done. If divisor form, x minus a, that's what that looks like. So that is divisor form, I put the opposite outside the box. So I don't put -6 outside the box, to put +6. Now I'm going to add the numbers inside. So 1 times 6 is 6. -4 plus 6 is 2. 6 times 2 is 12. -5 times 12 is, or -5 plus 12 is 7. 7 times 6 is +42. Works out nicely. So I've added my numbers inside the box. I multiply my numbers outside the box. I have to put my variables back in. I have x cubed to start. So this becomes x squared minus, I don't want to put minus, plus 2x plus 7. So that's our missing side. All right, that's our missing dimension. Our keyword is pop goes the weasel. That's our keyword. So keyword pop goes the weasel. Number 2, find the other zeros given the polynomial and a 0. So remember, we're going to be using synthetic division again. So step 1, make a synthetic box. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Inside, remember, when I'm doing synthetic division, coefficients go inside the box. Alright. So inside the box, I don't put x cubed, I just put 1. Then I put -2. Then -25. Then 50. Remember, I don't need a placeholder because all the variables accounted for. It goes x cubed, 3, 2, x to the first, no x's. Now, remember, this says if divisor form right here. You put the opposite outside the box. This is not divisor form. This is 0 form. So outside my box, I just put 5. I do not change it. That's important. Alright? Yeah, I'm using bubble cuppies. So, 1, drop down. 5 times 1 is... So guys, what we're doing right now is I add the numbers inside the box. So 1 is inside the box. It drops down because there's nothing added to. Multiply numbers outside the box. 1 is now outside the box. I multiply it by this 5. So 1 times 5 gives me this 5 right here. Now I'm going to add -2 and 5 to get 3. So 3 came from adding on the inside. I multiply by 5, so 3 times 5 is going to give me 15. I add, I get -10. -10 times 5 is -50. I end up with no remainder. Now remember, you should have no remainder here. Right? No remainder should happen because I told you in the beginning, find the other zeros given a 0. I'm giving you this. I'm telling you it should work. That's a reminder that, if you guys remember when we did this a long time ago, it was supposed to work. All right? So, now that it worked, remember, I have to, so I have to put my variables back in. So now I had x cubed, so now I'm going to have x squared plus 3x minus 10. Remember, we always make it equal to 0 because we're going to be finding the other zeros. So this one turned into x squared. This 3 gave me the 3x. This -10 gave me the -10. It's equal to 0 because of the word zeros right here. All right. Now this looks like something we've done before. You can solve it by factoring. You could solve it using quadratic formula. I'm going to solve it using factoring. So I'm going to say x and x. I'm going to say positive 5 and negative 2. So this can become x plus 5, x minus 2. Now I'm going to set each parentheses equal to 0. Alright. So I have x equals negative 5, x equals positive 2. So these are my 3 zeros. Now, if you want to add this one up because we already used it once, you could always add x equals 5 that came from here. Alright, that's it.